I am Dracula.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Graveyard Club podcast. I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone that's been supporting us over the last while. Just finally hit 500 subscribers. That's a huge milestone for us over here. And yeah, I just want to say a big huge thank you for everyone that's liking the videos, commenting and subbing and rating on the Spotify, following on the Instagram. You know who you are. Shout out to everyone, shout out to all the podcasts that I've been linking with. Everyone over on Instagram, you know who you are. Yeah, so we're back this week. Me and D, I'm actually after dragging D back to talk about a 50s movie. This is The Mole People from 1956. Alright, so The Mole People, D. Seen the Blu-ray on Amazon and I had to pick it up.
You just couldn't help yourself.
Couldn't help myself. It was €20 and then I went down to €17 and then I seen it for a tenner. I was like, right, today's the day. So I whipped it up. If anyone that doesn't know, it's a 50s sci-fi / horror film. Low budget, and it was Universal, and they were called Universal International at the time. So I think this was kind of another shot at another Frankenstein maybe, or another monster film.
Yeah, it's quite unique though as well.
The story is quite unique, and that's why I really enjoyed this one. So before I give too much info about it, D, I want to hear your first thoughts of the film, because you watched it with me. You're not usually a fan of a lot of these ones.
No, that's right. Usually I kind of shoot them down before I even give them a chance. It took me 2 goes to watch this, not gonna lie. The first act, shall we say, is where takes ages to get the story going, I feel. And then it kind of picks up in the second. But it is a wacky story. I mean, it's an easy watch. Horror? No. But interesting all the time.
It is quite out there. We'll discuss more about that when we get into the plot, because it's a wacky little plot to this film, actually really good. So about a 200k budget, that's fairly high for even back then, so that's not too low of a budget. And this would have been a double bill with another movie called Beast of the Amazon.
Wait, it was 200k? That's a lot for back then, isn't it?
A lot of money for back then, and they were this is considered a low budget for the studio.
Jesus.
Released December 1st of 1956. So a nice little Christmas film that would have been. Released on VHS during the 90s, and then later would have got a DVD release 2000s, and then later the Blu-ray. The one I got is the only Region 2 one, so if you're a big European head like me and D, there's only one DVD you can actually get of this film that plays here, Blu-ray. And yeah, so we'll get into... Oh yeah, it's directed by Virgil Vogel. How would you say that name, D? Virgil
Vogel?
Virgil?
I don't know,
Vela.
I'm just spitting, I don't know.
I'm not good with names, especially from around this time. But it stars John Edgar plays the fucking Dr. Roger Bentley into them. This is a weird character because she's not really credited much, and there's no Wikipedia, so I'm not sure if this was her only part. But her name was Cynthia Patrick, and she plays Adele. Get more into her. She's a weird little character in it. Hugh Beaumont plays Dr. Judge Bellarmine, and then Alan Napier plays the High Priest. We'll get into that as well. The High Priest is a fucking weirdo in this one.
They always are.
Weird. So yeah, the plot. We'll get into the plot. The plot is fucking mad. So we get a weird intro by a professor, some sort of university, and he's basically giving us the rundown of the Hollow Earth theory,
which is just fucking mad.
And this must be a spoof, because those parts of it where it just didn't even make sense, and I was actually laughing at it. So this is not really starting the movie out
on a strong
on a strong one, yeah. The Hollow Earth theory is obviously a load of bollocks, is it?
Who knows? Let's leave it open to discussion.
It was showing diagrams of how there could be land and civilizations living within the Hollow Earth. I think it's a cool theory. There's a movie called Godzilla vs. Kong: The New Empire, and there's a Hollow Earth in that one. So it's quite cool, yeah. But then we skip over, and now we're in Asia, and we meet our characters. They're archaeologists.
Archaeologists.
Yeah, you're gonna have to say. You're gonna have to fucking say that for me. Dr. Roger Bentley and Jude Bellerman, right? So yeah, so they're setting up camp. Remember they set up camp right in the middle where it's avalanche territory. Remember I said that to you?
Yeah.
Like they're bad fucking.
Yeah, and they go out
expeditionists.
they literally go out with no bags, no nothing. Like they just go out with nothing on their backs. Like, what? Where's your supplies? Where's your food? Where's your water?
Yeah, and this, like you were talking about, the first half of this film is a little bit of a drag. Like, so I've seen bits of this. Then out of nowhere, an avalanche hits, and it kind of ruins the expedition. So all like they're packing up, they're going home, and then out of the mountain, a young kid. I don't know if he's a local or a villager or something like that. He runs to the team and gives them this like relic that he's had to find them within this mountain. Within this Asian mountain, he's had to find some sort of relic.
Yeah, where does this kid come from? And the kid looks tribal as well.
That's,
Like, it's
yeah,
just
I was thinking like villager,
loophole
like
after
local.
loophole.
Yeah, 100%. Like like the kid comes out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck is that? Whose kid is that? Like,
Convenient. And why would the kid give it to these strange
foreign men to them? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, so that's basically the first half of the film, and it does kind of grow on a little bit. Like, so the expedition is back on, like, and going our way into the mountain. It's all dark, and like this is when it gets a little bit more horror, and we see our first scene of a weird human kind of mole-like. Creature.
Yeah, mole. Like it looks like Black Lagoon type creature.
Yeah,
like
alien, like
alien.
But they're walking through,
Again,
and like
random.
What I didn't like about this film was a lot of scenes where the characters are walking in pitch black. Pitch black, like it's real lazy. Like like the third of the film is like people walking.
Yeah,
with
and there's
torches
one
it's black.
torch. Like
Yeah, that's mad lazy. Like, do you know what I mean?
they're
Like,
literally probably just walking down the same corridor. For a
100%. At least in the force scene, they make use of it because they shine a light, and that's where they see the force like owl person.
What about the one or the scene where they fall asleep and they get like pulled under by the fucking?
Oh yeah,
that was good.
That's what I liked. Little scenes like that. We'll get into them. Like,
oh sorry, I thought that was the scene.
No. Yeah, so yeah, basically, and like, so they get deeper into this mountain. Like, so I don't know why they didn't run soon as they seen something like that. But that's when, remember this, like the scene in the film. This is when we like stuck it off the first time, like walk into some like church-like room. Like what was it, like an altar kind of way, like, so like you're getting like glimpses now and like ideas way people living within deep in this mountain, you know what I mean? Like, so it's some sort of Asian.
But how are they in the mountain? Like they're supposed to be going on the ground.
There's the mountain, and they're going deep within that mountain, like,
right,
do you know what I mean? Like, so they found their way into the mountain and went down. But yeah, I have a funny little thing now to say now. But yeah, the guards come out eventually, like, these sort of guards, and they're meant to be albino, so they have no eyebrows, or at least blonde ones. And they take the archaeologists in, and we meet this weird kind of hierarchy, king, high priest people, and there's a lot of young girls walking around.
Who's terrifying looking, by the way.
Terrifying looking. So they're meant to be albino. Like, so when I think of albino, like, is it not meant to be like blonde hair?
It's like a skin condition.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd assume that they're pale if they're living on the ground.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Maybe they're just meant to be pale. But they specifically say the word albino.
Yeah.
Which is just completely incorrect. But anyways.
Yeah.
But they're not actually albino because they all have dark hair.
Yeah, all the women have dark hair.
So
they're very
obviously
weird
it's incorrect. It's 56.
They're meant to be
19,
yeah, the 1956. But this race that we're at to find is meant to be like a long lost race, still living within this mountain.
Whoops.
Still living within this mountain, right? But
it's like below the mountain. It's meant to be like Middle Earth people. It's just bizarre, like. And
I'll tell you one thing. How I think they're kind of almost at the top of the mountain, because they open up these doors. So like they're like a race of people that actually sacrifice to a god called Ishtar, and how they sacrifice people is they open up a double door, and it basically just lets in natural light. They're that like albino and living underground in the mountain for so long. They're actually fatally effective, like fatally sensitive to
No, they just
light.
like crisp up and die. Yeah.
But there's so many little bloopers, like to be parts like where characters would have to wear like a bag over their heads where there's people not phased by the light. Anyway, we'll get into that. But yeah, like you kind of learn about these people. Like there's a hierarchy, there's a king and high priest, and they enslave these mole people. So that little creature that we seen at the start, there's loads of them. You actually get to see them, and they're all walking. That's when you see them in the little tar pits, like little sand pits. And they're like a race of humanoid fucking creatures, and they're enslaved by these albinos.
So my question is the race of people the weird mole things, or the people like?
Well, the movie's called The Mole People, so I'm assuming that like straight away you're
Who are these random pale bitches that are
enslaving them?
Yeah.
They're obviously the real evil people in this film. You know what I mean? Like,
no, because your man makes a speech. The high priest makes a speech, and he's like, "We're the only people," and all this shit. It makes no sense. Like,
and yeah, like a lot of this doesn't make sense. So like, I was looking up Ishtar and all. There's kind of links to that being Babylonian day, right? But the paintings on the wall in the film are Egyptian. So they're meant to be like a Babylonian lost race, Sumerian, albino, but they're more like Egyptians.
I'm sorry, there's too many loopholes. Like,
Yeah,
the story is just completely.
I'm sorry, what's funny as well, they live off of mushrooms. So they use.
Oh yeah, the only thing that grows without sunlight apparently is mushrooms.
Is that true?
It's not true. Like, there has to be something else that grows without sunlight.
Yeah.
Well, let me see.
Look that up. But yeah, these people live off of mushrooms, and they use the mole people to harvest, like, and like collect them. You know what I mean? Like, and eat, and you know what I mean? Like, so like they have these mole people running around as their slaves, and it's quite fucked up. Like, so straight away you're thinking, I'm meant to getting duped now because it's called the mole people. I thought these were evil people. Like, they're obviously not. You feel sympathetic for them.
Oh my god. No, yeah, get like leafy greens, root veggies, carrots, potatoes, turnips, broccoli, cauliflower, herbs.
You're telling me they couldn't grow a couple of carrots or something down there to spice it up? Something?
I mean, cherries, apparently they don't need. I mean, I don't know, but obviously, look.
Another thing that bungs. There's a girl though called Adele, and she kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. She's the only blonde girl that you see, and she becomes one of the. Oh, yeah,
they say she's marked or something, which makes no sense because she just looks different. And then the doctors shine a torch on their face, which makes them believe they have the power of Ishtar, whatever that is.
Yes.
So they give her the girl, which is a bit weird.
Yeah. Now, yeah, and you kind of have it. Would you say it's a little bit of a love interest romance in the film? But nothing really happens. Like, nothing happens at the end of it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so one of the researchers, I'm gonna say because I can't say the other word, has a little thing where like her name is Adele, but like she's credited in the film as Adad. Adad is again another fucking god. So it kind of makes me think like, is she meant to be like a god or something like that? I don't know. But yeah, she's like that flashlight thing that they have is fucking. They think it's like the civilization thinks it's like a weapon of God, so they kind of fear the archaeologist.
Archaeologist. This is like how many times?
That's the second time I'm about to say, and that's the last time.
Okay.
Right. Hey, I'm gonna point at you anytime I need to say.
Okay.
Right. So then,
just say the doctors.
The doctors. Oh my god. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Yes. So there was actually 3 doctors when they first went into this. The land. One of them gets
fatally mangled.
Taken off the smokes by one of the mole people.
Mm-hmm.
So then the high priest sees that and thinks, wait, they're mortal. They're not gods.
Can I be honest? I'm glad that he got taken out because he was so
annoying.
And he kept falling everywhere. So I know it's pitch black and all, I probably would do the same, but fuck me, like.
It was a bit of weight that needed to be cut off. 100%. The high priest but sees that then, and God, they're mortal. Like, do you know what I mean? Like the only thing that they have is that fucking flashlight. But little did they know the flashlight is on the blink. Gone.
That's what I said though twice during that film. I was like,
gone.
That torch is gonna just knock
dead,
off,
yeah.
like. And they're walking around with it on the whole time, like it reserved the batteries. Anyhow, sorry.
Silly. So we're actually, this is the kind of the final scene, and like this is where I think the film picks up. The mole people go on like a revolt, like they rebel against the ancient civilization. The 2 doctors get sent to death.
The Ishtar. is it?
Ishtar, and like I said,
They're obviously not going to fucking die though,
Yeah,
because it's
they open
just
up
like,
the double doors. The 2 lads walk right out, and the girl, Edel, actually follows them.
Mm.
And while that's happening, the mole people. Are coming in and they're taking out all the high priest gets killed, the king gets killed, the other priest gets killed. There's all these people, like, do you know what I mean? Like,
chaos.
and the 3 of them actually escape. Now, this is where the film kind of twists, and it's just so fucking weird. So obviously, you're after seeing that love interest with the doctor and Edel,
Mm-hmm.
that weird girl that was in underneath the ground. She dies at the end. So
R.I.P.
as they're running out, there's an earthquake. And look, conveniently there's a fucking earthquake, so everything is falling, and she just turns around, and there's a weird scene, like she just looks at your man and just runs back. As she's running back, a big fucking part of a building or a boulder falls on her and kills her.
Again, what?
And that's where the film ends. It's so fucking weird.
Just cuts.
Just cuts.
So
and
did
that's
they
it.
ever get out or what? Who knows?
The 2 doctors must have got out. Yeah, I'm assuming. But you don't see that though. You just see the girl ending, the girl dying at the end, and the 2 doctors walking away. Like,
Fuck this.
weird.
That's some report they're gonna write.
Weird. What did you think of that for a
Oh,
plot day?
Fucking.
Fucking nuts, innit? For a 19.
I don't even know how to follow the story or like where to like.
The one thing I will say about that plot though, and that, like, the way they done it, like it kept moving quite quick. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of these old films, they're very slow. Like, a lot of them, like, really hard to watch. A lot of them, like this one, it was nice and witty, and I'm glad I bought on the Blu-ray. Like, and it looked quite well. Like, because I seen like the DVD, and like VHS footage of it. Like, and Jesus Christ, the film like looks ancient when you don't watch it on Blu-ray. You know, so much easier to watch.
I mean, it looks horrific on Blu-ray, so I can only imagine what's actually
Yeah.
gonna look like. The effects. This came out after The Wizard of Oz,
20 years after the Wizard of Oz,
and
yeah.
it looks like this. I mean,
Yeah, no, that's a shout now. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
how did that look so good and this looks so fucking bad? Obviously, there was different budgets and all, but Jesus, like 20
yeah, but
20
like
odd years in the difference. Like,
in 20 years, yeah, I know, yeah.
little bits that I did like though, as you said, like the mole creatures coming up out of the ground was very fucking good. Like, and dragging people down.
Intro as well. The opening credits were coming up out of the ground, which I liked.
That was fucking deadly. Never seen anything like that. That was kind of making me think, oh fuck, this is a proper horror film.
This has got to be good, and then
Yeah.
I sat through it and I thought,
What did you think of the acting? Actually, wait, no, hold
the
on.
usual kind of like,
Before we give our final thoughts, I'm just gonna. There's not much trivia that I know about this film, but with it was actually shot in 17 days. No, just a little bit over 2 weeks.
I can believe that.
And yeah, like I said, Universe was hoping for another the mole people to join the rest of the monsters.
I'm glad they didn't, because they're kind of useless. If they get enslaved by them pale bitches,
Yeah.
no.
Would it imagine like a mole creature fucking NECA
Above.
thing? That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And the only
Maybe.
thing else I have really is Adele is named Adad in the credits.
Is it Adel or Del?
I think
Adel?
Adele. Adele. I was saying Adele. Maybe they said Adele, but
I don't know.
It's like that's how they said it in the film, or how it's spelled anyway. So, yeah. Before we give our final thoughts, because we're just near the end now, we'll be back in a few. So you know yourself, I've had a beard, 5 years now, and I've went through different products, and Joe, I'm not really happy with a lot of stuff. See, like beard oils, they never really work on me until I found this company, Denson. And just over there you can check out high quality beard trimmers, oils, face washes, everything over there, and I use it every day. So if you want to use it, you, the listener, I have a lovely code over there for you, Graveyard, to save yourself 30% off, 35% off actually. So that's Graveyard at the checkout for 35% off.
So after all the coffee fueled episodes, somebody finally decided to sponsor us. So if you want some seasonal award-winning and specialty coffees for high-quality blends, check out Coffee Bros in the link in the description. So for 10% off, use the code GRAVE10 for some complex taste notes from fragrant and aromatic to bold and rich. And everybody knows I love coffee. Every episode I have a coffee, I physically cannot function.
Somebody's been listening to us out there.
Finally.
So if you love coffee as much as Dee here, check the links out below.
You know I wouldn't send you on any bad beans.
No.
So yeah, check the link out below for 10% off.
Now, let's get back into the video. Right, so that was the plot. Now we're going to give our fucking thoughts and opinions now about this film. Dee, gonna go first, or will I?
I mean, I don't have a lot of thoughts because it's one of those movies that wouldn't be on my list. But I know you, I know you like them, so I tolerated it. I'll let you go.
That's what I have to admit. Like, fair play to you for even like sitting down and watching something like that. If I showed a film, somebody most normal people, I'm not saying that you're not normal, by the way. Like the average person, like the most people, you wouldn't give it a time of day. Like, but at least you can kind of almost appreciate what
they were
coming from with this. Like, do you know what I mean? You were trying something that like that plot was fucking mad differently.
Like, actually, I didn't hate it, you know.
Yeah. It like I wasn't blown away by or anything like that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I haven't really watched too many films from the 50s. Neither of you, I don't think. And getting into them a little bit more. Some of them are good. Some of them are good. A lot of them are
some of them not so good.
Some of them are not so good, but a lot of them, there's no like normal horror really in the 50s. Horror sci-fi, like 50s were big for the sci-fi, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Coming after the war, people were looking for something different. They weren't looking for the gloomy Dracula films or, you know what I mean? Like, they wanted something new, and this was the new fucking thing at the time. And like, I think this done fairly well. But
I mean, I don't think it has a cult like following, but
no, I don't even think it has. No, unfortunately, I hear it's getting remade though. This a plot like that would make a really good modern film. Like, tweak it a little bit. Maybe don't have that girl playing what she does in that film.
yeah.
Like, she's a bit object. Like, girls don't really have them roles anymore. Like, that's real old school. Like, for a girl to be rescued like that. You know what I mean? Like, there was nothing wrong with her. She looked like just a normal fucking girl. Like,
I know. They also like enslaved her because she looked different, but she actually looked.
She was actually good looking compared to the rest of them. Maybe that was the problem. Like, because the rest of them were all albino, mad looking. No offense to albino out there.
What would you rate
I'd
it?
give on Letterbox I'd give it a 3.5.
I'd give it a 2.
2, respect. Yeah, what
Respectfully.
I didn't like about it though, first 2 acts were very, they dragged on a little bit. Even when they got to the point where they met the ancient race, it's still kind of dragged on a little bit. Nothing was really happening. Like, but that ending though, like, really. Been a few films I'd give like low scores, but then they have a good ending. I'm like, wait, fuck, that was worth it.
I'm torn here, yeah.
Yeah, do you ever get to see films that like bring on like a bit of a journey, but the end of it is just bonkers? Like, I like that. So that's why I gave it a 3.5.
Yeah.
Would I be in a hurry to watch it over and over again? Probably not.
Definitely not.
Probably not. No, I won't watch this now for like a long old time unless I'm showing this to somebody.
Which, God forbid.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah. Well, who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I don't think I'd watch this one, hurried up. But if you're into the 50s or even the old 30s, 40s like horror films, like, definitely give this one a go. Because I'm a huge fan and I give everything like this a little try. And a lot of them are free to watch on YouTube. You type in like 19s, 30s, 40s, 50s horrors. There's a lot of playlists. The obscure ones, you know what I mean? The real silly ones, the campy ones. That you can watch for free.
Again, not in my list at all, but go ahead.
Yeah, these are really not Dee's thing, I have to admit. Like Dee's on like this mad, sick, extreme horror.
No, stop painting me as that. I just like different horror, not like this.
Yeah. No, I'm only messing with you. I like to sick horror as well. We were actually meant to review Inside.
We will.
And we will. I think that could be Dee's pick for the next one. Really good fucking film. Another French film. Like, these French are fucking nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't they? Was Martyrs a French film as well, no?
Yes.
Off their fucking heads then, people. Great extreme horror films. But yeah, there's loads to look forward to. We're in the middle of moving, so maybe the uploads won't be
as frequent
or as regular, but we're going to do our best.
Bear with.
And we're just at 500 subs as well. I'd like to thank everyone that's been subbing. Fair play.
Thank you very much.
So yeah, like the video if you're still watching. Dee, thanks for being here. See you on the next one, people. Good luck.
Bye.
that?
I didn't hear anything.
Is there anything alive in here?
Well, nothing dangerous. Dwarf lizards, small bats, things like that. On to sleep. I am Dracula.
Tired of sugar-coated conversations?
Oh, we can't talk about that.
That topic's too sensitive.
Someone might get offended or even worse.
Well, we're done playing it safe.
This is Social Disruption, where we dive into the stories they tell you to avoid.
From society and culture talk, news, raw survival stories to untold lives of everyday heroes. Real people, real conversations, no filters, no apologies.
Social Disruption. The truth doesn't care about your comfort zone. Buckle up.
Do you enjoy movies?
Do you enjoy adult beverages?
Do you enjoy conversations that could go off the rails at any second?
If you said yes to any of these questions, then you should check out the Films and Fermentation podcast. I'm Leo.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Mike.
We're just three friends
who like to talk shit about movies
while getting shit-faced. So join us every week as we discuss interesting movie topics like best ensemble films, most paused moments in cinema, and the occasional movie review, plus so much more.
When you add drinking, you have no idea where this conversations could go.
So find us on Spotify, Apple Pods, Good Pods, YouTube, or wherever you go to listen to your favorite shows. You could also visit linktree.com/films and fermentation to find all of our social media and podcast links. We'll be waiting for you to join us weekly at the crossroads between pickled and fermented. Cheers.
Cheers.
Are you a fan of all things nerdy? Do you love delving into the latest pop culture trends while also staying updated on the news of the day?
Hey there, fellow enthusiasts. Professor Aubrey here, and I'm thrilled to invite you to join us on Friends Talking Nerdy podcast, where we dive deep into all things geeky, from movies and TV shows to video games and comics.
That's right, folks. It's Tim the Nerd, your friendly neighborhood geek, ready to discuss the latest professional wrestling updates alongside our takes on tech innovations and the entertainment industry.
But that's not all. We also understand the importance of mental health, and we weave in thoughtful discussions on self-care and mindfulness.
So, if you want to geek out while also taking care of your well-being, tune in to Friends Talking Nerdy.
Friends Talking Nerdy, where pop culture meets mindfulness. Listen now on all major podcast platforms.
This podcast is part of the Deluxe Edition Network. To find other great shows on the network, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. That's deluxeeditionnetwork.com.